what's going to bring us back to a point where, you know, we can start seeing some good volumes? Because again, we're in that state in that industry that feels super risky, that people are like, I want to see maybe ETH go back to 2K, 3K, and then I'll maybe get back into NFTs. Do you see it that way? Is that how like all of this kind of works in your opinion when it comes to like, you know, kind of going down the rabbit hole of finding yourself in degen land in NFTs?
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. I mean, I think largely what you're pointing to is what I would call a wealth effect in crypto. One of the things I've been saying and kind of touting for the last few months, even down at these levels, is that this wealth effect has remained super strong. And what that is basically like, if you look at your hardcore Bitcoiners who were able to purchase early, right, anywhere from 2011 to 2016, or even in 2020, right, when we saw it drop, you know, down into 4K, 5K. If you know, load the boat at 5K, even here at 20K, you're still up 4X on your money. So what that does is it creates this wealth effect that the crypto world and the crypto economy does a really good job of containing and not necessarily pushing it out, right? So maybe not your Bitcoin maxis, but a lot of people who would be up 4X, or, you know, if it's 60K per Bitcoin, obviously a lot higher, they will take a portion of that Bitcoin and maybe sell it and gamble on NFTs, right? So you know, the more profit you have available there typically will kind of extrapolate itself over to other more bleeding edge areas of the market, like DeFi, like NFTs, where you know, maybe somebody takes a chance on this brand new Bored Ape Yacht Club thing, or this brand new Doodle thing, and next thing you know, they get a 10, 20, 50, 100x on this, and that wealth effect continues to grow exponentially, right? Because maybe they buy a Bored Ape for 1 ETH and they sell it for 100 ETH, and they take 50 ETH and convert it back to Bitcoin, right? So now they've been able to increase their Bitcoin, but they still have 50 ETH worth that they're going to take then and buy a Doodle with, and buy an MAYC with, and buy a CloneX, and buy an Azuki, right? So that all, you know, that growth then generally translates into future volume, right? It's largely like a casino in a lot of ways, right? Everybody's trying to, when the markets are hot, when profits are high, they're trying to take that and squeeze a little bit out, typically in an area that has been moving and has been hot, like a DeFi or like an NFTs that like we've seen. So in order for NFTs to get back, you know, I think what we've seen over the last few months is a, you know, kind of a movement from your more far out there, you know, flipper NFT projects that kind of launch and pump and dump towards your more blue chips, like your Yuga stuff, like your Doodles, your CloneX, a lot of these, right? You know, it seems to me that the two main players at this point are Doodles and Yuga, right? Those with like a real ability to cross from one crypto cycle, one crypto market, you know, bear bull cycle to another bear bull cycle. So I think at this point, without any sort of kind of further, you know, maybe if ETH runs to 3K over the next 2 weeks, right, then a lot of this profit's going to come back, and maybe you see some of that volume pick up. But if we continue to kind of slowly chop upwards or chop up and chop down, and price hangs around 1,500 or 2K, then I think really what it's going to take is kind of new excitement, right? Either in a new project that's doing something fundamentally different with NFTs, not just a new profile picture who's giving out swag, right? But something fundamentally and like mechanically different